Who's America's Darth Vader? A couple of names probably spring to mind, including North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Aside from the North Korean dictator, there's one other man who would probably compete for the title: Vladimir Putin. Putin, the long-serving president of the Russian Federation, has been a prominent figure on the world stage for years now, but over the past year and a half, he's become a mainstay in American headlines and news reports. So in this video, we're gonna tell you Vladimir Putin luxury lifestyle. The video is gonna be amazing, so make sure you stick till the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. According to the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, the folks who brought us such hits as the Panama Papers, Mr. Putin's circle of friends, relatives, and business cronies hold at least $30 billion of what's believed to be mostly his money. Among them is a butcher and childhood friend of Mr. Putin who appears to be worth $650 million. Some of Mr. Putin's opponents accuse him and his allies of pocketing as much as $200 billion, mostly by plundering various public institutions and state-run businesses. But there are no public means by which to map the precise contours of his vast fortune or exactly where it came from. What's equally problematic is that some of the Putin network's wealth is possibly being used to fund the subversion of democracy abroad. There has been much talk since the election of President Donald Trump about the Russian fake news campaign and its influence on the 2016 United States election. But Mr. Putin and his allies are believed to also support white supremacist organizations in Europe and around the world, according to some experts. A recent book by the Ukrainian academic Anton Chegovtsov explores that question and also chronicles the Russian security service's historical fondness for stoking racial animus and anti-immigrant sentiment in the West. Mr. Putin's country has deep social problems and a shrinking economy. That it remains able to whip up all manner of mischief for Western countries may have a lot to do with the financial might of the people at the center of the country's political and business worlds. As president of Russia, Putin's official residence is the Moscow Kremlin. However, he spends most of his time at a suburban government residence outside of the city called Novo Ogaryovo. He reportedly has access to 20 different palaces and villas. Official records published in 2016 by the Kremlin would have us believe that Putin has a very modest real estate portfolio. The report said he owned a small plot of land and an apartment with a garage. But over the years, Putin has been linked to other properties, the most controversial of which is the so-called secret palace. This was reportedly built for Putin using illegal state funds. The epic mansion reportedly cost $1 billion to build. It has a private theater and landing pad with room for 3 helicopters. The bedrooms are suitably grandiose, and the wall art is just as opulent. Snapshots of the then under-construction mansion leaked in 2011. And the following year, opposition leaders and Putin critic Boris Nemtsov produced a dossier claiming that Putin owned multiple private jets, helicopters, and yachts. Nemtsov alleged that out of the 20 state residences Putin had access to, 9 were built during his tenure as president. The president was also accused of owning 58 different types of aircraft, including a Dassault Falcon, which seats a 19. One of his planes was said to have an $11 million cabin fitted out by jewelers, and that toilet which cost close to $100,000. This plane has room for up to 186 passengers. Putin is accused of owning 5 of these. The dossier claimed Putin has a collection of 4 yachts, each costing thousands of dollars to maintain. Rossiya, one of his yachts, was upgraded in 2005. It reportedly cost $1.2 billion to do. The Graceful, another of his yachts, shown below, reportedly sleeps 14 people and has 6 bedrooms. Then there's Olympia. He was reportedly given this 57-meter luxury yacht worth $35 million as a gift from Chelsea Football Club owner and oligarch Roman Abramovich. According to a former head of state shipping company in Russia, Putin runs the yacht using state money. Putin also likes to take pride in his appearance. The 2012 dossier claimed that Putin has 11 watches worth an estimated $687,000. According to the Russian government-owned paper Russia Beyond the Headlines, Putin owns an A-Lange and Schoen turbograph perpetual polymerate, which cost $500,000. A $1 million Patek Philippe, going up for auction in July 2017, was also said to be owned by Putin. Accompanying documentation claimed he was the owner. The Kremlin denied these claims. In the past, Putin has even given away his watches. The president reportedly owned 5 black paint watches at one time but gave away one to a Siberian boy while on vacation and another to a factory worker who asked for a keepsake. The watches were reportedly worth $10,500 each. Then there's his clothing. Newsweek's Ben Judah spent 3 years researching Putin for his book and claimed that Putin prefers bespoke suits and Dior Valentino ties over anything else. Russian government-owned paper Russia Beyond the Headlines confirmed Putin's expensive taste for tailored suits. In 2015, it published an article claiming that the president's preferred brand of suits was Kiton and Brioni. Such suits are made from start to finish by one tailor, take dozens of hours to complete, and have a starting price tag of $5,500, the article said. According to Russia Beyond the Headlines, Putin also has a stylist who has been dressing him for over 10 years. The stylist rips off all the labels from his clothes so these do not accidentally catch the eyes of journalists. In 2015, Putin was photographed working out with Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev. Quartz reported that his Laura Piana silk and cashmere blend sweatpants cost $1,425. Putin teamed this with a matching top, making the outfit cost a whopping $3,200 in total. In 2007, ex-Kremlin official Stanislav Belkovsky claimed that Putin had a $40 billion fortune hidden away in Switzerland and Liechtenstein. At the same time, that would have made him the 4th wealthiest person in the world, between business magnate Carlos Slim and late IKEA founder Ingvar Kamprad. At the time, Belkovsky said Putin secretly controlled 37% of the shares of Surgutneftegas and 4.5% of Gazprom, 2 giant Russian oil companies. He also said that he controlled at least 75% of Swiss oil trader Gunvor, The Guardian reported, but added, "I suspect there are some businesses I know nothing about." Gunvor has refuted these claims. However, President Putin does not and never has had any ownership, beneficial or otherwise, in Gunvor. A Gunvor spokesperson said in a statement to Business Insider, he is not a beneficiary of Gunvor or its activities. Estimates of Putin's net worth have only risen over time. Browder, the CEO of Hermitage Capital Management, believes that Putin has access to a secret fortune of $200 billion. Browder had invested in Russia in the 1990s, but ultimately came into conflict with Putin after Browder's lawyer, Sergei Magnitsky, was jailed and brutally killed while investigating corruption. Browder advocated for the passage of the Magnitsky Act in 2012, leading to U.S. sanctions against Russian oligarchs. Putin's inner circle is actually the reason why no one can seem to pin down Putin's exact worth with any certainty. The Guardian reported that in 2010, U.S. diplomatic cables suggested Putin held his wealth via proxies, including his best friend Sergei Roldagin and banker Yuri Kovalchuk. Some of those connections were exposed in the 2015 Panama Papers. The massive leak didn't include any files directly pertaining to Putin, but they did reveal that his friends have earned millions from deals that seemingly could not have been secured without his patronage. The Guardian reported. Russian journalists Andrei Soldatov and Irina Borogan have said that as a result, the Panama Papers leak was seen as an attack on personal friends of Putin, his immediate circle, but Putin and the Kremlin have denied allegations that he's used his role to enrich himself and his friends. Myers wrote that the Russian leader said, "I'm the wealthiest man, not just in Europe, but in the whole world. I collect emotions. I'm wealthy in that the people of Russia have twice entrusted me with the leadership of a great nation such as Russia. I believe that's my greatest wealth." Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Healthy People Movement. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video.